又沢、負けると思うか？
聞くなよ。俺はお前を信じるだけだ。
行くぞ
Hello you Bushido bandits and welcome to my review of Samurai Warriors 5, the fifth one. I just want to say I've been excited for Samurai Warriors 5 for a long time. Feels like it's been ages since I last played Samurai Warriors 4, but it hasn't quite met my expectations. Now bear with me, I'm going to start with the positives, and as always the combo system is still super satisfying. I love the way the gameplay works. Nothing feels like a Samurai Warriors or a Dynasty Warriors game. It really does have its own sensation when you mash buttons. And they've added little extras to the combo systems as well, so you can charge midway through the combo systems, and you can also do some barrage attacks, which are really useful, and again just gets your button mashing going. So it's good that they have expanded on the combo system somewhat. Also, as far as the graphics go, they're super simple, but they do look a lot more stylized, so it does pop out, and the little extras they've done to some of the backgrounds and the objects you can destroy really does stand out a lot more, instead of it kind of blending in with the background, so you couldn't see where the main weapon chests are, for example. I also love the addition of ultimate skills. There's loads of unlockable skills you can get through mastery, or through leveling up, or through the skill system. There's so many different ways to just murderize as many people as you can possibly do on the screen at one time. Speaking of those extras, I touched on briefly the weapon mastery, and basically what that is, there's all different weapons that have been added to the game, and everybody can use those weapons. It doesn't matter what one it is, so if you want Nobunaga to use a pair of sandals, then he can use those, it's not a problem. However, each person has their main preference weapon, although that can change later on in the game if you're just blitzing through it and trying to make one character learn every possible thing. Now, while that does sound bad in theory, it does reward you for mastering all different weapons. It gives you a bunch of items which you can use for other characters, or for the character you're trying to beef up, or for upgrading buildings. So you can buy new items, you can buy weapons, craft weapons, or you can buy horses or make them better. There's loads of little things which have been added into the game just to make it a lot more detailed, add more depth to the game itself. And while I know a lot of people, including myself, are a bit frustrated that there's only 27 characters in the game, the story itself has been improved. There's a lot more character development going on for the main characters. A lot of the side characters, or the characters you defeat early on, that's it. They're not really mentioned anymore. They're just kind of thrown away and going, okay, just deal with that. And that will irritate a lot of people. Again, I'm one of those people that is kind of irritated. I would have liked to have seen more detail going into those characters, mainly through the Citadel mode, and that is where my biggest annoyance with Samurai Warriors 5 is, because Citadel mode is a massive missed opportunity of a game mode. Now, in Samurai Warriors the first game, and Samurai Warriors 3 and Samurai Warriors 4, you had the ability to create your own character and either have their own story mode or have their own separate mode to interact with all the other characters, and I loved that part of the Samurai Warriors games. Now, Samurai Warriors 5 has decided, let's not do that. Let's make the main characters you choose as bare bones and as blank slates as possible, so there is no personality in them whatsoever in the Citadel mode. It just gives you a chance to unlock some cutscenes, which, like, they're friends with other characters, and that's kind of it. Citadel mode is pretty much useless, except if you want to get some more resources, and that's basically all it is a new way to get resources. It's very minimal maps, they're tiny maps, and you get the enemies which run towards you because they're trying to break down a gate. And that is it. That is all Citadel mode boils down to. It is a huge missed opportunity. I don't see why you couldn't have the creator warrior mode back in there and have it so you can make friends with different enemies. You can have your own entourage of officers which you make friends with. You can then add them to your army and help them defend the base. But there is not that at all. You do get the added troops, like back from, God, it feels like Samurai Warriors the first game was the last time you had troops or bodyguards that followed you around. And you can level those up, although they do level up really quickly, so they're basically max level before you even know it, and you do unlock some more later on. But yeah, it's just a huge missed opportunity. It's gotten rid of like the stratagems, for example, from like the Empires games, and replaced them with those troops. And also, when you do unlock items, say your Dango to restore your health, you can't use those in Citadel mode. You can only use the troops. So you've kind of got these troops which are really useful, and then you've gotten rid of the items which you could use in the main game. There's a lot of this game which kind of conflicts with itself, and it is such a shame because this Citadel mode, if they had fleshed it out and gone more detailed, more in depth with it, it could have been an incredibly fun mode. Whereas now it's just kind of a speedrun way to get more resources and to level up your characters instead of playing the Muso mode. Honestly, other than that, there's not too much that I have against Samurai Warriors 5. It's a good way to get someone into the series. However, it is missing a lot of things which longtime fans, including myself, have come to expect from the series. It is very simple, but what it does incredibly well. It's just such a shame that that Citadel mode really does let this game down. So, as far as my recommendation, I would say yes, if you're newer to the series, I would absolutely recommend that this is a good starting point for you, because there's so much to do if you're a beginner or haven't gotten used to these games yet. For long-time fans, I honestly don't know if I could recommend it to you. It is a lot of fun, it does look good, it feels great beating things up, but at the end of the day, you will be wanting more and more instead of what you currently get.